Are you struggling to lock in gains in the meme coin space? Constant runners that are just running that you're missing. Trading meme coins can often feel like the casino where you don't have any odds, but this new platform may just help you lock in those gains and put some odds back on your side. So stick with us and we'll jump in there, get you some access codes, and show you what it's all about. What's up, guys? So this meme coin platform has only been out for about a month or so. It's super new. I'm loving it. The UI is great. It's been awesome. It's given me an advantage where I just don't have the time to sit there and watch the charts for hours for new meme coins to pop up and those gains to just fall in my lap like some others do. And with that being said, let's jump right into it. If you want to follow along, go ahead and jump down in the description below, grab that code, and swing along with us while we go through this whole thing and check it all out here. So this new platform is going to be called Rhythm. Very awesome setup here. So much to go over, but all in all, like I said, awesome UI, very easy to use. It just given me the advantage that I never had before. And to start off at the very top here, you got your banner here. As you can see, you got a couple positions of mine up here sitting, so you will see positions at the very top. You got discover, tempo, yield, rewards, and portfolio. We'll go over those in a second here. You got a button to deposit your wallet, etc., notifications, and profile. Below that, we got this discover section here. Now this basically is going to give you a bunch of different metrics. We got DeFi market cap here. We got Bitcoin dominance, Ethereum, Solana, etc. You can see when, dominance is moving from Bitcoin to Ethereum, Solana, some of the bigger name altcoins, etc. That way you can help time, maybe your meme coin buys, etc. Off to the right here in this little box, we got a couple different tabs here at the top, but basically this is going to be coins that have recently launched for the most part here, holding strong. Basically, these are being filtered for fresh launches that aren't just pumping but holding. So they didn't just pump. These are actually holding levels, etc. So they're not going anywhere anytime soon. Next tab, you have survivors. These are battle tested, safety checked, and still trending up. So these are basically coins that are continuing to move up. They're not just staying stagnant and holding there, but they're continuing to trend and they're surviving and not dying out. And then you got legacies here. These are going to be your meme coins that have been around for a while. These are the legacy meme coins, right? So long run trending tokens with sustained strength. All we know, these Nubcat, Moby, Fartcoin, the Spirit of Gambling, Pudgy Penguins for Pengu there. These have all been around for a while, and you've most likely heard of these if you've been goofing around in the meme coin scene at all. Little over here, you got Fear and Greed Index. So this is pretty cool. This is the first time I've seen the Fear and Greed Index popping up on any type of meme coin trading platform. So it's awesome to see there. Like everyone says, buy the fear, sell the greed. Common. Coins launched. You got a number of how many coins are being launched in one given day. So as you can see, 20,000 coins a day. That's how many meme coins are coming out a day. Only a handful of these will ever be big time runners to really get gains and so on. And that's where this platform is really going to help you out. And that's what I'll show you here shortly. You got Solana token price. You can flip this over to Ethereum and Bitcoin as well. So that's pretty cool there. And then you have Signal Surge. This tracks the biggest buys from trending tokens, showing where real capital is flowing. So in other words, with this one, you're going to have, anyone making huge buys into some of these coins, and when they're, making surges upward, etc., you're going to see these coins popping in this section here. So usually they're pretty new, etc., jumping in there. Now below here, you got trending coins here. So you click on that. That's just going to show you all the trending ones that are currently trending. First wave, this is where I love to hang out. Now this here is going to be a algorithmic filter that's on this tab here that is picking and choosing potential key winner coins early on that are going to have good standing, right? No more tokens mintable, etc., that these coins are a good option to purchase and are fairly early on. So when you look at this at a closer look, you got the age column here. It tells you how old the token is and when it migrated, right? So here's one that just migrated, Steak Shake. We'll open it up here, and it's going to pull up the chart for us, and you can see right here on this dotted line is when it migrated. So it came straight out the gates here and basically migrated, and they threw a candle all the way up to 974. Essentially, when you look down, you got on the right side safety checks, right? It's all green, so that's all good. 0% snipers, top 10 holding percentage, etc. But these things will turn to different colors: green, yellow, red, depending on how sketchy they are and so on. So it's always good to look at that. You got your standard buying setups here, where you're used to seeing in most trading platforms, etc. So that's nothing of any difference there. Other than that, we got strategies, which we'll go over in a second. You can set strategies for auto sales, auto buys, etc., DCA out, all that good stuff. At the very bottom here, you can see active trades. You can see holders, see who has what percentage of supply off the right side here, and what amount of SOL it is in USD, etc. You can click on bubble maps here, which is pretty cool. This will pull up the bubble maps to see if there's any bundled coins and, you know, shared wallets, etc. So that's always awesome to see. This one's good as it looks right now. You can click over here, top traders, and that's going to load up your top traders and see who has been doing the best with P&Ls, etc. You know, this one's fairly new, so you don't got too much here for P&Ls on that front there. Click there, you got positions for your current positions, orders, your orders, and strategies, etc. The strategies, like I said, we're going to talk about here in a second, and activity is your current activity. Let's go back to the Discover tab up here, and that was first wave. Like I said, that's one of my favorite places to hang out. You can also sort this by volume, top gainers, and they got little creator capital markets here for all the creator coins, and that's going to be your Discover tab here in the short end of it, right? So back to strategies, like I said, you can choose different strategies. At the very bottom here, you'll see the strategies here. If you click on that, it's going to pull up different strategies, right? And these are templates, so you can see this one here has a stop loss set at negative 80%. Once you lose 80%, it'll automatically sell, and it'll take profit at 1,000%. So that's a super degen trade. You got a simple one here at the bottom that's just 100% take profit when it hits 100%, and if it pulls back 50%, you're going to sell that bag. This one here is a DCA out, essentially. Basically what it's going to do is it's going to sell 10% at a profit of 20%, sell another 10 at 40%, sell another 10 at 60%, and another 10 at 80%, and a final 10% at 100% profit there. You will have also a trailing stop loss that's going to constantly run. So as the price goes up, that is going to chase it at 25%. So when it retraces 25%, it'll sell when you lose that. So you only lose 25% of your bag, and it's trailing. So if it starts to pull back after it goes up, you will sell that bag, which is nice. So that's that. Once you kind of set up some of those strategies, you can click the strategy here and set the DCA out strategy if that's the one you want. And this is going to say that it's going to pick that strategy for any quick buy you do. Now, quick buy you could do off the right side. You can see I have a 0.25 SOL quick buy set up. Now you can edit that in your settings and up it up if you want, or whatever. You could also, when you hover over these, you can see the quick buy pops up here. So as long as that strategy is set, any of these quick buys is going to implement that strategy, right? So and then you could click it off if you didn't want that. When you go to a coin, let's go back here, and when you go to the coin, you can also set your strategy here. So click it there, and that will use that strategy on any buy you do on here. So that's an awesome little thing there. Off the bottom here, you can pull up these little tabs, and you can kind of float them wherever you want. So you can have the Discover First Wave tab like I showed you there popped out, and you can be browsing other stuff, and it's just there in front of you with no problems. You're not going to miss anything, which is very cool. You could turn volume on for new coins to pop in. It's going to make a little audible noise there for you and let you know. So you could do the same with your positions. You could do the same with your wallet, etc. So super cool there. All right, and let's move on. So we showed you Discover, all that good stuff on this page. That's going to be finding new meme coins, good stuff. Now another way, and you may be used to this, is the Tempo page. Now this is going to be your standard screen with the 3 columns that you'll see on most meme coin trading sites like Bullex, etc. Those platforms will introduce a very similar feeling setup. So you got new pairs, about to graduate, graduated. So these are brand new launches. These guys have popped up here and are about to graduate, so getting close to being migrated, and these ones are freshly migrated. So you constantly can watch this if you want and do, once again, you got your quick buys all over the place here, so you can just click those whenever. You can set your strategies once again, which makes it super easy to buy stuff and not have to worry about selling it or anything like that. Up here you also have yield, so you can be dropping SOL in here and earning 6.12% APY just right off the bat. No big deal. Not have to worry about anything and just hedge some of your bets there on some simple APY. You got rewards here, so you can go ahead and earn XP off of your trading. You got some stuff here, some goals to hit, etc. to claim XP. You can also use your referral code like we dropped you guys in there to help friends out, etc. get in and so on. You got benefits, showing some of the benefits here of different trading volumes, etc., XP and so on. And you got the leaderboard off the right side there. Beyond that, you have your portfolio, which shows all your trades, your lifetime realized P&L. So we've been going about months or so. I only hop on here every once in a while in the night. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time to sit here and basically chase meme coins. So it's tough for me to, play the meme coin game, etc. But Rhythm has changed that for me, and I'm super stoked. And I always jump here and just check it when I get a chance. And, like I said, I just flip over Discover, click on First Wave, and check and see what's new, if there's anything worthwhile on jumping into. But other than that, that pretty much covers most of it. Very simple to use, very fun, very great user interface. Awesome to see someone reinventing the space, making it easier for the normal average Joe to get into meme coins and all that good stuff. So it's awesome that we have something like this to play around with, to jump in and basically just participate in the meme coin journey and hopefully make some gains there. And maybe, you never know, you'll hit a next 100 times on one of these. So like I said, if you want to jump in here and use Rhythm yourself, jump down into the description, grab that referral code, jump on rhythm.trade, and you go ahead and start trading yourself. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.